Let's solve question number 1. Now, this says for any natural number m and k such that k divides both m plus 2n and 3m plus 4n. Okay, then k must be a common divisor of which number? Okay, fair enough. Now, if this says that m plus 2n is divisible by k, it means m plus 2n should be equal to, let's say, some multiple of k, let's say ak. Okay. So basically, if m plus 2n is divisible by k, then 2m plus 4n should also be divisible by k. Okay, now let's see. Next statement is 3m plus 4n is also divisible by k. Okay. Now, if I take the difference, so I am going to get 2m plus 2m plus 2n is b minus a times k. Okay, so from here I can say k also divides 2m plus 2n. If I further subtract this from this, so I am going to get m is equal to b minus 2a times k. Means k definitely divides m. So if k divides m and k divides m plus 2n, it means k must also divide 2n. So it means k has to be a divisor of m as well as 2n. So in this case, my answer is going to be option 2. Let's start question number 2. Question number 2 says, okay, x and y are two real numbers, okay? And it is said that x upon y is less than x plus 3 upon y minus 3. Fair enough. So I am going to take this on the left hand side. So x upon y minus x plus 3 upon y minus 3, that's less than 0. Just cross multiply, take LCM as y into y minus 3. So I am going to get xy minus 3x plus xy. Sorry, it's going to be minus xy minus 3y. And that's less than 0. So this gets cancelled out. So I can say that minus 3 times x plus y upon y times y minus 3, that's less than 0. So from here, I can say that x plus y upon y times y minus 3. So if I divide on this side, my inequality sign changes. If I take it to this side, because if I multiply or divide by a negative number, my inequality sign reverses. Okay. Now, first one is saying if y is greater than 10. So if y is greater than 10, then y minus 3 should be greater than 7. So denominator is positive. So if denominator is positive, it means numerator should be positive. If numerator should be positive, it means x plus y should be positive. So if x plus y is positive, it means y should be greater than minus x. And y should be greater than minus x, but it is not true. So first one is false. Now let's take second one, x less than 0. So if x is less than 0, I can't figure anything out. So let's keep it on hold for a while. Now if y is negative, so if y is negative, this number is also going to be negative. Y minus 3 will also be negative. So negative into negative is going to be positive. So if my denominator is positive and this inequality holds true, it means my numerator should be positive. So again, I am going to have the same condition, that is x plus y should be greater than 0. It means y should be greater than minus x. And is it given here? Yes. So in this case, my answer is going to be option 3. And that's the answer. Let's start question number 3. Now question number 3 says, the sum of all possible values of x that satisfies this particular condition. Okay. So if we see, first one is this, power 2. So whenever we get such kind of random equations, in most of the cases, we are going to get something that is in the format of a minus b whole square. Okay, because this number is always, any power of 2 is always going to be positive. This is also positive, and this is something equal to this. So I'm going to make it in the form of a minus b whole square or a plus b whole square. Okay, now minus 2ab means 2 into 2x square. Now that is this into 2 power x plus 15. Okay, because it is 16, I have broken 16 into 15 plus 1. That one I have taken here. Okay. Plus 2 power x plus 15 power 2 equal to 0. Okay. So this is my A. This is my B. So A square minus B square is A square minus 2AB in plus B square, and that's equal to 0. So here I am going to get 2 power 2x square minus 2 power x plus 15, and that's equal to 0. Okay. So from here I can, this whole square is equal to 0. So it means 2 power 2x square minus 2 power x plus 15 should be equal to 0. So from here I can say 2 power 2x square is equal to 2 power x plus 15 and just divide it. So 2 power 2x square upon 2 power x plus 15, that's equal to 1. So from here I can say that 2 power 2x square minus x minus 15, and that should be equal to 2 power 0. Okay, so it means my power should be 0. So 2x square minus x minus 15 should be equal to 0. Now, the question is talking about sum of all possible values. Means the question is asking me sum of the roots of these equations. So what are the sum of roots of these equations? That is alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a. So minus of minus 1 upon 2, and answer of this question becomes 1 by 2. Let's start question number 4. Okay. Now, the question says A, B, Mn are natural numbers. A is greater than 1, B is greater than 1, A power n, B power n is 144, power 155. Then what is the largest possible value of n minus? Okay. So I'm first going to factorize this. So 144 can be written as 2 power 4, 3 power 2, that's 12 square. So this is this power 145. So I can say that it is a power n into b power n should be equal to this. So this is going to be equal to 2 power 580 into 3 power 90. 3 power 290. Now this is a power n into b power n. Now in general, we have a basic thought process that a should be 2, b should be 3. The powers are going to be 580 and 290, and difference comes out to be 290. That's a fair thing, but the question is talking about largest possible value of n minus. They have no condition on m and n. M can be 1, 2, 3, 4. They are natural numbers, but a has to be greater than 1 and b has to be greater than 1. Okay. So what I can do, I can take, so I have to maximize the powers. So basically, I can take one number as 3 power 290 itself, power 1, and 2 power 580. So 1 power becomes 580, second power becomes 1. So difference of the two powers becomes 579. Now this was very tricky question, because in general, majority of the people in this question get answer as 580 minus 290, that is 290. But you can assume the number as this itself. So this number actually has power 1. So the difference of power is going to be 579, not 290. Let's start question number 5. Now, what does it say? It says, okay, so this is a question of log. Now, we are just going to take simple values, just simple formula. I'm going to open everything. Now, it is log x upon log root 3. So, root 3 can be written as 1 by 2, 3. Okay. Plus log 25 is 5 square. So I can write it this 2 log 5, power comes in front, upon log x, upon log. This is 1 upon 125. So minus 3, 5 upon log x. This is what we can write. And that is equal to 16 upon 3. Okay, so this gets cancelled out. Okay, log 5 gets cancels out. So I am going to get 2 log x, and let's say it is base 3 only. Okay. And here I'm going to get minus 2 by 3, and that is going to be 16 upon 3. Okay. So 2 log base 3x is equal to 18 upon 3, and that's going to be 6. Okay. Now I need to find out this value. I can say log 3x is equal to 3. So I can break it into log 3 plus 2 log base 3x. Now this value comes out to be 1. Now this value we already know this is 6. So my answer of this question is going to be 7. Let's start question number 6. Now what does question number 6 is? Okay. Now k be the largest integer such that this equation has no real roots. If an equation has no real root, it means d should be less than 0. D means b square minus 4ac should be less than 0. Okay. So I'm just going to open this equation first. So it is going to be x square minus 2x plus 1 plus 2kx plus 11, and that's equal to 0. So I'm going to get x square plus 2k minus 2x plus 12, and this should be 0. Okay. So now I have b square minus 4ac. So, and that should be less than 0. So b square means this square, that is 4k square minus 8k plus 4 minus 48, and that is less than 0. Okay. Now I can take 4 common. So I'm going to get k square minus 2k plus 1 minus 12, and that's equal to 0. Okay. So I can say it is k minus 1 whole square minus 12 should be less than 0. So k minus 1 whole square should be less than 12. So from here I can directly say that k minus 1 should be less than 2 root 3. And it should be greater than minus 2 root 3. So k should be less than 2 root 3 plus 1. And it is minus 2 root 3 plus 1. Okay. So 2 root 3 is going to be somewhere around 3.4. So this overall value should be less than 4.4, 4.5. And the question is saying that k is the largest possible integer. It means the maximum value of k can be 4. And the value of k is going to be 4 because k is the largest number. That satisfies this equation. So value of k becomes 4. Okay, now I'm going to solve this equation. So I'm going to replace k by 4. So 4 upon 4y plus 9y. And I want to minimize this value. So I can say 1 upon y plus this. So when we are talking about maxima minima, we are going to use AMGM, and we have this value. Okay. So whenever you are going to have maxima minima, always do one thing. If you want to maximize or minimize an expression, just put both the values equal. So what I'm going to do, 1 by y is equal to 9y. So y square comes out to be 1 by 9. So y is going to be 1 by 3 positive or 1 by 3 negative. Okay, now it can't be negative because it is saying y is positive real number. So what I am going to do, just I am going to put y is equal to 1 by 3. So 1 upon 3. So this value becomes 3. This value also becomes 3. So so the minimum value of this expression becomes 6. So answer of this question is 6. Always remember when we talk about maxima minima, so a maxima minima always says that AM is greater or equal than GM, but both values are equal only when AM is always equal to GM when both values are equal. So if I am talking about summation, so summation is going to be minimum when both values are equal. This is the conclusion of AM greater or equal than GM. So if I'm talking about summation, summation is going to be minimum when both the values are equal. So I have just put both values equal. I got value of y, I just put the value of y and I got my answer. Let's start question number 7. Now, this question says the number of positive integers less than 50 having exactly two distinct factors other than one in itself. Okay. So one factor is 1 itself and 1 is 1. So I have two factors plus 2 more. So total number of factors of a number should be 1. I'm sorry, total number of factors of a number should be 4. Okay. So we know the formula of number of factors, that is power plus 1 into power plus 1 into power plus 1 and so on. Okay. And we have 4 factors. So it can be written as 3 plus 1. Okay. So number can be in the format of prime cube. 4 can also be written as 2 into 2. So it can also be written as 1 plus 1. So if a number has 4 factors, it can also be a product of 2 prime numbers. And is there any way I can write 4? No. So basically, I have 2 formats of the number. One is prime cube. Second is product of 2 prime numbers. Okay. So I can have 2 cube. I'm just going in this format. 2 cube, 3 cube. 5 cube is greater than 50, so I won't be counting it. Now product of 2 prime numbers. So it can be 2 into 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23. Next prime number is 29. So 29 into 2 is going to be 58. That's not a feasible number. So with the 2 into 3, 2 into 5, I'm going to get these many numbers. Now I can also have 3 into 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. If I take 17, product is going to be greater than 50, so I can't take 17. Okay. Now I can go with 5, 5 into 7, 5 into 9. I can't take 5 into 11. With 7, can I pick any number? 7, sorry, it's 5, 7, 9 is not a prime number. So 5, 7, 11, 13, and that's it. So with 7, I can't take 11. So here I'm not going to get any possible number that's less than 50. So overall, how many possible numbers I'm going to get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Sorry, this is not a prime number. 13 plus 14 and 15. So total possible numbers are going to be 15 over here. So my answer of this question is 15. Let's start question number 8. Okay. Ravi is driving at a speed of 40 km per hour on a road. Okay. Vijay is 54 meters behind Ravi and driving in the same direction as Ravi. Okay. Ashok is driving along the same road from the opposite direction at a speed of 50 and he is 225 meters away from Ravi. Okay. The speed at which Vijay should drive so that all three cross each other at the same time. Okay. So let's draw a road. Now Ravi is standing somewhere here. He is moving with a speed of 40. Vijay is, let's say here, and he's 54 meters behind this. Let's say his speed is A. Now, all three of them should meet at the same point. It means is A should be greater than 40. And we can say all the options are greater than 40. Okay. Ashok is somewhere here. He is driving with a speed of 50. The distance between the two is 225. Okay. And all three of them wants to meet. It means I can say that Vijay also wants to meet with Ravi. Okay. So when Ravi and Ashok meet, okay, so distance between them is 225. I'm not going to convert this into meters. If you want, you can. And the relative speed is 90 and time is t. So take t is equal to 225 divided by 90. Okay. Now, in how much time Vijay is going to meet Ravi? So he has to cover a distance of 54 with a speed of a minus 40 and in the same time, so time is t. So I can say t is equal to 54 upon a minus 40. So just both the values are same, because if you see this value is in meters, this value is in meters, this value is in kilometers, this value is in kilometers. So eventually every unit is going to cancel out. You are finally going to get your answer. So 225 divided by 90 is equal to 54 upon a minus 40. So I can say this I can cancel out with 15. So 15 into 15, 15 into 6. I can further cancel out by 3. So 3 5s are and 3 3s are. So 5 times a minus 40 is equal to this, comes out to be 164. Okay. So a minus 40 is going to be, sorry, 162. So 162 divided by 5. So this value is going to be 162 divided by 5. Okay, so did I make a calculation error over here? So 45. Oh, this value is going to be 2. So I made a mistake over here. So this is going to be 108. So this value comes out to be 108 divided by 5. So 108 divided by 5 comes out to be 21.6. And that is the value of a minus 40. So a comes out to be 61.6. And that's the answer of this question. That is option 2. Let's start this question. This question number 9. Question number 9 is actually a very difficult one. I think this is one of the most difficult questions I have seen of time and work. Okay. Now pipe A and C are filled. B is empty pipe. Okay. So A is filling. C is filling. And B is empty. Okay. Pipe B empties full tank in 1 hour less than time taken by. Okay. So if A takes T hours, B takes T minus 1 hours. And I have no idea about C. So C is taking C hours. When pipe A, B, and C, all three of them are turned out together, the tank is filled in 2 hours. Okay, so A will be filling 1 by T. B is minus, sorry, in 2 hours, A will be doing this, B will be doing this, and C will be doing this, and total work is completed. This is the first equation. After that, if pipe and B and C are turned on together when the tank is empty, pipe B is turned off after 1 hour. So pipe B is working for 1 hour. After that, pipe C takes another 1 hour 15 minutes. It means 1.25 hours. It means C is working a total for 2.25 hours. And work is completed. So basically, I have 2 equations and 2 variables. I can solve, I can get the value of T, I can get the value of C. So I can get the time for anyone. Now question is saying if a pipe A can fill the tank in less than 5 hours. Okay. So anyhow, I can figure out what is the answer from here. Now, if I have to solve this question without using these equations, So what is the general approach that I can take? That I can say in the first 2 hours, if all three of them are running, A takes T time, B takes T minus 1 times. It means I can say B is emptying faster than A is filling. So in first 2 hours, work done by A and B should be negative. So C is working for 2 hours. So in 2 hours, C is filling the tank plus it is compensating for the negative work done by A and B. So C, if working alone, will be taking less than 120 minutes or 2 hours. So my answer should be either 1, 2, or 4. Okay. Now, if we think closely, we can consider that C is going to be the fastest one, because if C is slower than B, A is also slower than B, effectively my tank is going to take a lot of time to get filled. So it means C should be faster than B. Okay. Now the thing is, in the second condition, B is emptying, C is filling for 1 hour. So effectively, if C is faster than B, some tank is getting filled. Some tank is getting filled. After that, C is working alone for 75 minutes. So some is get filled and C alone took 75 more minutes. So actual time taken by C should be greater than 75, a little greater than 75, and it should be less than 120. So how many options I'm left with? That is only one option, that is 90. If you solve these two equations, again, you are going to get value of C is 1.5. Here, if we are taking time in hours, so your answer is going to come 1.5, that is 90 minutes. But this is going to be too tedious. We can just eliminate 3 options, get the correct answer. So this is a approach for this question. Let's start question number 10. Minu purchased a pair of sunglasses at 1,000 and sells to Kanu at 20% profit. Then Kanu sells it back to Minu at 20% loss. Okay. Now this is, and this one is an easy question. Minu purchases pair of sunglasses. So Minu is buying at 1,000. She is selling to Kanu at 20% profit. It means she is selling at 1,200. Then Kanu is selling at 20% loss. So 20% of this is going to be 240. It means Minu is again buying it at 960. Now question is saying that total profit made by Minu is 500. So it means she already earned 200 here. So in the next transaction, she is going to get 300 rupees profit. Now 300 profit over the cost of 960. So what is the profit on the second transaction? That is 300 divided by 960 into 100. So here my answer is going to be 31.25%. Let's start question number 11. Okay. Now it says the price of precious stone is directly proportional to the square of its weight. Okay. Sita having a precious stone weighing 18 units. Okay. So price is directly proportional to weight square. So whatever price she has is directly proportional to 18 square. So let's say the price is 18K. 18 square, and let's say there is some constant that is K. So that is 324K. Now, if you check the options, the problem is more or less every option is multiple of 324. So this is a tricky one. Now it says that she breaks it into 4 pieces having distinct integral weight. Then the difference between highest and lowest possible value of the total prices of 4 pieces. Okay. Means if it is broken into 4 pieces, the maximum possible value and the minimum possible value of all 4 pieces is their difference is 288. Okay. So there might be a possibility that she is broken the pieces into 1, 2, 3, and 12. There might be another case that she is breaking them into 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some is 18 in both the cases. Now, in this case, the price is going to be 1 square, that is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 12 square is 144. So this is going to be 14, this is 158Q. Now here it is going to be 9 plus 16 plus 25 plus 36. So the total weight is going to be, this is 86K. This is maximum possible price. This is minimum possible price of all 4 pieces, and their difference is 72K. And the question is saying that difference is 288. So I can say that K should be equal to 4. So actual value of this is going to be 324 into 4. That comes out to be 1296. So my answer of this question is going to be option 4. Let's start question number 12. What does question number 12 says? In a company, 20% of the employees work in manufacturing department. If the total salary combined by all the okay. So basically, let's assume there are 100 employees. Okay. And in the manufacturing, there are 20 employees. So in the non-manufacturing, how many employees I'm going to have? 80. If the total salary obtained by all the manufacturing employees is 1/6 of the total salary, okay. So let's say total salary is 600. Total salary is 600. So out of 600, 1/6 means 100 is the total salary of manufacturing employees, and non-manufacturing employees are getting a salary of 500. Okay. Now question is asking the average, the ratio of average salary obtained by manufacturing employee to the average salary of non-manufacturing employee. Okay. So total salary of manufacturing employees is 100. Number of manufacturing employees are 20. So what is the average salary? That is 100 upon 20. Let's say 5. The total salary is 500. Number of employees are 80. So average salary is 500 divided by 80. Okay. So this gets cancelled out. So I am going to say 8 into 5 is 40 is to 50. So the ratio comes out to be 4:5. So answer of this question is going to be option 2, that is 4:5. Let's start question number 13. It says Anil borrows 2 lakhs at interest of 8% per annum, compounded half yearly. Okay. He repays 10,320 at the end of first year, and he closes the loan by paying the outstanding amount in the third year. Okay. And he's not paying 10,320 every year. Okay. So if I want to solve this question, it is compounded half yearly. So it means the calculation is going to be very lengthy. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to assume it is simple interest. So for 2 lakh, with a simple interest, I am going to get 8% interest. So the total interest is going to be 16,000. So total amount becomes 2,16,000. Out of this much amount, the guy paid how much? 10,000. So the remaining amount has become 2,06,000. Okay. Now for the next 2 years, again, I am taking 8%, 8%. So 16 plus 16, 32,000 more interest I'm going to get. So total amount paid, total interest paid is going to be 16,000 in the 1 year, and in the next 2 years, it is close to 32,000. So total amount is going to be 48,000 if we take simple interest. So if we are going to take compound interest, actual amount is going to be more than 48,000. And how many options we have more than 48,000? That is, there is only one option, that is option 4. So my answer of this question is going to be option 4. Let's solve question number 14. What does it say? Okay. A certain amount of money is divided equally among n people. Each one receives 352. Okay. So I can say total amount of money is 352 into n. Okay. If 2 people receive 506 and remaining amount is divided equally among other people. Okay. And each of them receive less than or equal to 330, maximum possible value of n. Okay. So what I want, uh, two people are getting 506. Okay. So basically it is 506 and 506. This is for two people. Now remaining number of people are n minus 2. Okay. Now I want maximum number of people. So I want the amount to be higher. So if I want my amount to be higher, it means I will be giving remaining people 330 only, because that's the maximum amount I can give. So I am going to give 330 to how many people? Remaining n minus 2 people. That's it. So here I can get my answer. That is this. That is 1012 plus 330n minus 660. So from here, I'm going to get 22n, and that is equal to 352. So if I am going to cancel out by, so this comes out to be 176, 2. So n comes, sorry, this is 11. So n comes out to be 16. So what is the maximum number of people we can have? That's going to be 16. Let's start question number 15. What does it say? Okay. Jen bought a certain number of white shirts at a rate of 1000 per piece and certain number of blue shirts at a rate of 1125 per piece. For each shirt, he then set a fixed market price that is 25% higher than the average cost. He sold all the shirts at a discount of 10% and made a profit of 51,000. So what is the maximum possible shirt he could have bought? Okay, fair enough. So now, let's say there is a number A, another number B. If I increase A by 25%, so this becomes this. If I increase this by this, so if you see, my sum is also increased by 25%, right? So I am going to use this concept in this particular question. Now, how I'm going to do it? The question is saying he increased the average price by 25%. It means I am saying that 1000 value, the shirt that is costing 1000, he increased it by 25%. So now it is 1250. 1125, that is also increased by 25%. So it means the value becomes 1125 into 5 by 4. Okay. Then he gives a discount of 10%. So 10% of this is going to be 125. So his final price is going to be 1125. So now, because values are not comfortable, so I'm, instead of actually calculating the whole value, I'm just using multiplication factor. So he is giving a discount of 10%. So this actual value is going to be multiplied by 9 by 10, decrement of 10. Okay. So this is 2. So effectively it is going to be 9 by 8. Now overall he made a profit of this much. Okay. So here in the first case, he's making a profit of 125 per shirt. And let's say he has A shirts here, B shirts here. So the actual price is 1125 into 9 by 8. This is the final selling price. Now this minus this will give you 125 into 9 by 8. Sorry, it is going to be 1 by 8. So this much profit is being made on the second type of shirt. Sorry, it's not 125, it is 112. Okay. He has A type of this shirts and he has B type of these shirts. And this total profit is equal to 51,000. Okay. So I can cancel out everything by 125. So this is 125. This comes out to be 9. This comes out to be 51 into 8. That is 40. Okay. So here I am going to get 8A plus 9B and that is equal to 408 into 8. Okay, so this value comes out to be 3264. Okay. Now I have one equation, that is 8a plus 9b, and that is equal to 3264. This is the equation I am going to get. Now, one solution of this equation is going to be 408 and 0. Now I have equation, linear equation in two variables. So this value is going to decrease by 9 and this value is going to increase by 8. So this comes out to be 399 and this value comes out to be 8. So total number of shirts he can get is 407. This is a possible answer. Now if I calculate minus 9 plus 8, so this comes out to be 390. This comes out to be 16. So total number of shirts he's buying is 406. So all these answers are possible, but because he is buying at least one shirt of both type, it means I can't go with this solution. So I can't have an answer as 408. So the maximum possible answer for this particular question is going to be 407 only. Now, this is something, this question is not something that is extremely easy. This is a question that is extremely difficult. So to figuring out how we are going to approach. So just calculate profit and make an equation. You can solve it. Anyhow, if you are trying to solve this question in the exam, it is going to take at least 3 to 5 minutes. I would say that if you are going to get this question in the exam, try to avoid it. If you are not, if you are getting other doable questions, do it. Or if you are going, if you are not getting any doable question, then attempt this question. Otherwise, don't, because this is going to be extremely tricky. Chances of calculation errors are high. So a lengthy one. Overall, in the exam, not that doable. Let's start question number 16. Okay. Now it says a container contains 40 liters of milk, then 4 liter is being removed. So 4 liter means I can say 1/10 of the solution is being removed and it is replaced with 4 liter of water. Okay. This process is being replaced. Okay. And you keep on doing it. After that, so the question is talking about how many times you should do it so that the volume of milk in the container become less than water. It means the volume of milk should be less than 50%. So that's what question is asking. So instead of calculating with 40, what I can do, I am assuming there is 100% milk. You are replacing it by how much? 4 liter. It means you are replacing 10% of solution. So I am just calculating everything with 100%. And when my value falls less than 50%, then I'm going to stop. So after one replacement, milk becomes into 9 by 10, that is 90%. Again 9 by 10. So this becomes 81%. Again 9 by 10, so 72 point something. Again this comes out to be 63 point something. This 90, 81, 72, 63 means 58 something, 52 something, and after this it is going to be less than 50%. So how many replacements are needed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So the minimum number of processes where your overall value is going to be less than 50%, that's going to be 7. So my answer of this particular question is going to be 7. Let's start question number 17. A triangle is drawn with its vertices on a circle such that one of the sides is diameter. Okay, so if one side is diameter, it means we are talking about right angle triangle. Okay. Now question is saying that two sides are having length in the ratio of A to B. So what we can do, we can simply assume one side is A, another side is B. and radius is given as r. So basically diameter is going to be 2r. Okay. So I can say a square plus b square is going to be 4r square. So I can say r square upon a square plus b square is equal to 1 upon 4. Now I'm getting that why we are writing in this format. Okay. And what is the area of this triangle? That is going to be half into base into height. Half into a into b. Okay. Now, if you see, all the options has this same value. So I can replace each value with 1 by 4. So my first option is 2ab into 1 by 4. Is it equal to half ab? Yes. So that's my answer. If you take the second option into 1 by 4, is your area 1 by 4 ab? No, rejected. This is a into b upon 2 into 1 by 4. Is it AB by 8? No. AB by 2? No. Rejected. Same this, rejected. So my answer of this question is directly going to be option 1. In this question, if you are able to draw the figure and figure out this angle is 90 degrees, this question is extremely easy. Pretty much doable in the exam. Let's start question number 18. What does it say? In a rectangle ABCD, AB is 9, BC is 6. Okay. AB is 9 and BC is 6. Okay. Let's call this A, let's call this B, let's call this C, let's call this D. Now this is a rectangle and this is 9 and this is given to us as 6. P and Q are 2 points on BC. Okay. So basically this is P. This is somewhere around Q. ABP, APQ, okay. AQCD, okay, we have 4. They are in geometric progression, okay. AQCD is 4 times ABP, means this area is 4 times this. So if I assume this area is X, then this area is 4X. Now, if these are in GP, it means this should be 2X. Okay. So I am going to say 4 plus 2 plus 1. This area is total 7X. Whatever it is 7X. Now question is talking about BP is to QP is to CQ. These 3 ratios I need to find. Now, if I'm talking about this triangle, this particular triangle, in this triangle, these 2 areas are in the ratio of 1:2. It means this base should be in the ratio of 1:2. So this is 1, this is 2. So 1:2, 2:4, that is 1:2, 1:1, rejected, 1:2, okay, maybe. Now, if this area is this, so I am just drawing a parallel line to AB from here. So if this area ABQ is 3X, so this area should also be 3X, right? After that, this area, this total area is going to be X. If this total area is going to be X, it means if this total area is X, then length is same. It means this length should be half of this, then only this area is going to be X, right? Because area of triangle is X and area of rectangle is X, length is same. So basically base should be half. So this should be 1/2. So from here, I'm going to get the ratio of 1:2 is to 1/2. So this comes out to be 2:4:1. So my answer of this question is going to be option B, that is 2:4. Simple. Let's start question number 19. Okay, the area of quadrilateral bounded by y-axis, the line x equal to y, and the lines this. Now, I would say this is the most difficult question I have ever seen in CAT exam. Perhaps if you are going to get this question in the exam, even basically, if you have studied it, I'm not sure anyone is going to teach you this. in the class, and this is actually extremely difficult. So the advisable thing for this particular question is leave. Otherwise, there is only one way to solve this question, that is draw the graph. So what I have done, I have drawn the coordinate axis and a line x equal to 5. Okay. So this is my x-axis, this is y-axis, this is x equal to 5. Okay. Now, we have a term, mod of x minus 5. And I need to find the area in this particular region. So x is definitely always going to be less than 5. So I am going to get mod of x minus y minus negative of x minus 5. Because when the value is negative in mod, it opens with a negative sign. Okay, so that is going to be 2. So I can say mod of x minus y plus x minus 5, and that's equal to 2. So mod of x minus y is equal plus x is equal to 7. Now there are two possibilities. X can be greater than y, x can be smaller than y. So if x is greater than y, I'm going to get x minus y plus x equal to 7. So 2x minus y is equal to 7. Okay. So if x is 0, then y is going to be minus 7. I'm going to get point over here. Okay. So this is a point, and if y is 0, x is going to be 3.5. So I'm going to get a point somewhere here. If x is 5, then y is going to be 3. So the point somewhere here. So I am going to get a line that is something like this. So this is something we are talking about. Now here I have assumed that x is greater than y. Now there might be another case that y is greater than x. So if y is greater than x, x minus y will be open as y minus x plus x, and that's equal to 7. So basically y equal to 7. So I am going to get a line that is y equal to 7. That is this. The question is talking about find out the area of this trapezium. Now this is y equal to 7. This is y equal to minus 7. Here y equal to 3. And here y equal to 7. Okay. And x is equal to 5. Now, what is the area of this? That is going to be, this is a trapezium. So this total length is going to be 14. This total length is going to be 4. And distance between parallel sides is 5. So area is defined as half into sum of parallel sides, that's 18, into distance between parallel sides, that's 5. This is 9. So my final answer is going to be 45. Now, it seems easy over here, but when you are writing the exam, figuring out these many things during the exam becomes extremely tricky. So I would say that avoid this question, because this question is going to take a lot of time, and more likely you will not end up getting the correct answer for this question. So this is a short avoidable question, not at all doable. You have already seen the solution. So answer of this question is 45. Let's start question number 20. Okay. So this says p square plus q square minus 29 is equal to this. Okay. So I am going to get p square plus q square minus 2pq is equal to 9. This is first one. So I can say p minus q whole square, and that's equal to 9. 9, it means p minus q is going to be either 3 or minus 3. Okay. Second case is p square plus q square minus 29 is equal to this. So I can say p square plus q square plus 2pq is equal to 29 plus 52. So that comes out to be 81. So from here I can say p plus q whole square is equal to 81. So this will give me p plus q is equal to either 9 or minus 9. Okay. So if I'm talking about P minus Q, I'm talking about P plus Q. And the values can be 3, 9, minus 3, minus 9. Okay. So if I add both the values, so I am going to get 2P. Okay. If I add this and this, so P comes out to be 6. So if P is 6, P minus Q is 3. So Q comes out to be 3. Okay. If I take this and this, so P plus Q is 6. Sorry, 2P is 6. So P comes out to be 3. So if P is 3, this plus this is 6. So 2P is okay. So if P is 3, then Q becomes minus 6. Okay. So I got second case. Now I'm taking this and this. So this plus this comes out to be minus 6. So P comes out to be minus 3. If P comes out to be minus 3, Q comes out to be minus 6. That is the next case. And if I take both of them, then P comes out to be, this is going to be minus 12. So P is minus 6. If P is minus 6, then Q is going to be minus 3. So overall, I have 4 cases. Okay. If I'm talking about the difference between maximum possible value and a minimum possible value. So maximum possible value I am going to get in the first case. And what is that case? That is P cube is 216 minus Q cube is 27. So this comes out to be 189. Second case is going to be, I'm going to minimize P, that is this case. That is minus 216 plus 27. So this comes out to be minus 189. And the difference of these two numbers is going to be 378. So my answer of this question is going to be option 4. That is 378. Fair enough, pretty doable one. Let's start question number 21. There are two series, A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, and both are in AP. Okay. And the common difference is given to us as prime numbers. We don't know what is it. Now, A5 is equal to B9. Okay. Let's say common difference of this series is D1. Common difference of this series is D2. Okay. Now, this is this one, A19 is equal to B19. Now, A5 to A19, it means I am having a jump of 14 Ds. So this difference is 14 D1. This difference is 10 D2. Now, this jump is equal to this jump because this term is equal to this term. So I can definitely say that 14 D1 is equal to 10 D2. So I can say D1 upon D2 is 5 upon 7. And the question is saying because, so this is 5 upon 7, it can be 10 and 14, it can be other possible numbers as well. But it is going to be 5 and 7 only because question is saying these two are prime numbers. So I can say the common difference for the first series is 5, common difference for the second series is 7. Okay. Now it is saying that B2 is 0. Okay. Now B2 to B9, I have a jump of 7 Ds. So basically B9 is going to be 35. So if B9 is 35, it means A5 is also 35. Sorry, 70 means 49. D1, sorry, D2 is 7. So total jump of 49. So I can say it is going to be 72 means, okay. So this is going to be, so I can say A5 is going to be 49 only. Okay. Now question is talking about what is the value of A11. So A5 to A11, I am going to have a jump of 6D1. 6D1 is how much? 30. So I'm going to have a jump of 30. So this number comes out to be 79. So the value of A11 is going to be 70. So instead of using all the formulas, we can just see the basic concept of AP and we can get the answer. Let's start question number 22. Now what does it say? Okay, AN and BN are two sequences. And it is 13 plus 6 times n minus 1 plus 15. Okay, so there are two sequences. Now, if you see carefully, the nth term of AP is A plus n minus 1 into D. And the nth term is given in the same format. It means the first series is in AP as well as second series is in AP. The first term of the first series is 13 and the common difference is given to us as 6. Okay. Now, first series of the second series is 15 and common difference is 7. So both series are 8. Okay. So the question is talking about common term. Okay, fair enough. Now 13 and this series has a common difference of 6. This series has a common difference of 7. So I'm just going to write down few terms. So 13 plus 16, 19. Then I'm going to get 25, then 31, then 37, then 43, 49, and so on. Here I'm going to get 15, 15 plus 7, 22, 29, 36, 43. Okay, fair enough. So I have two common terms, 43, 43. Okay. So this is the first common term of this series. Okay. Now I got first common term. Now, if we are talking about two different APs, the next common term you are always going to get at a difference of LCM of their common differences. So common differences are 6 and 7. So LCM of 6 and 7 is 42. So at a difference of 42, you are going to get the next term. Okay. So next term is going to be plus 42, plus 42. I'll keep on doing 42, 42, 42. I'm going to get the next term, next term, next term. So what I am going, question is saying that I need to find the largest 3-digit number. So what I am going to do, I'm going to add a big multiple of 42 so that I can reach close to 999. So 42 into 20 is 840. So I am directly going to add 840. So my common term is going to be 883. Okay. It is still not that close. So plus 42. So this is going to be 529. Again, I'm going to add 42 for the common term. So 967. If I add 42 again, the next common term is going to be greater than 1000. And that is going to be 4-digit number. So that's not a possible answer. So largest 3-digit common number is going to be 967. And that is the largest common. That's it. That's how we approach the questions of common term of any two APs. And this is a generic type of question. This has been asked, I think 3-4 times before in CAT itself. So I think this is pretty easy one and doable one. In this question, the trickiest part is to figure out it is an AP, it is an AP. That's it.